Switzerland in winter, without the snow. Seems hard to imagine, right? But it's a warning that climate change experts have been making for years. By 2050, they say, the Alps, Europe's picturesque mountain range, will have 40% less snow cover. And this year may be a preview of what's to come. From the town of Keir, we take a ski lift built in the 1950s. Back then, it passed over ski slopes, but not anymore.
We must accept that the nature is changing.
Our guide, Thomas, says this winter has been like no other.
So in these 30 years which I'm here, I don't remember me.
Not in 30 years.
He takes us across what looks like a snowy landscape, but looks can be deceiving.
I can't believe it's January.
It's January.
And I'm standing in a ski resort with no skiers.
Yeah. You see snow, but it's 3-4 centimeters, 5 centimeters.
He says they couldn't open the resort because there's just not enough snow on the slopes.
If we get down here...
Yeah, you see, the plants are coming. Yeah.
I've just dug down and there's the ground. How do you feel when you stand here?
Oh, it's really sad.
Close by in Davos, the World Economic Forum this week, a gathering of world leaders and business titans who this winter are seeing for themselves the reality of climate change. But a 2015 pledge made in Paris to try to limit global warming to 1.5 centigrade, 2.7 Fahrenheit, now looks increasingly unlikely.
To say it's too late is, I think, a defeatist attitude. We do not want 4 degrees, that's for sure. We don't want 2 degrees, but if we get 1.52, that's also much better than 4.
There's nothing quite like skiing in the Swiss Alps. And this week, if you went high enough, you could leave the world's climate troubles behind. Almost.
Up here at nearly 10,000 feet, there's a glacier, so the skiing isn't bad, but look across the Alps there. In the distance, plenty of snowless mountains.
Many of the slopes seemed emptier than normal, some skiers simply choosing to stay away this year.
It's good skiing. You just worry whether in decades to come, even this glacier will be under threat.
And while temperatures on this mountain finally dropped this week, those who have come are making the best of it.
I'm very concerned that in the future we might not be able to do this anymore. So yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, that would be sad, definitely. But worrying, not that much, I guess, but maybe we should more.
Scientists say climate change is having a devastating impact around the globe. From flooding to droughts, superstorms to wildfires, and their predictions for what could be in store are frightening. But what's unfolded this year in the Alps is bringing home to many Europeans what is already clear to millions of people around the world. Perhaps that's a good thing.
Keir Simmons is joining us now live from Switzerland. Hell of a piece, Keir. It is so, and I want to just get at something that I think there may be people feeling, which is like, okay, world's smallest violin, that like the rich people in Davos don't have such nice ski slopes. But what is so important about this story is how visually it tells us, the climate crisis is here and it's sending a message,
That's right, Hallie. I mean, we've seen it on the show, haven't we? When I've been talking to you through this week, behind me, earlier in the week, there was no snow. Now you can see there's snow. It's cold now, -7 centigrade. I'm not very good at Fahrenheit, but I think that's under 20 Fahrenheit.
I don't know.
So it's cold now, but it wasn't. Well, listen, it's cold now, but it wasn't, and that's what those folks in Davos have been seeing. Now, you're right. Davos is described by many as a kind of poster child for virtue signaling. Greenpeace saying that so many private jets were used that it's equivalent to 350,000 average car journeys. More than 50% of those journeys, Greenpeace says, could have been taken by train. So there are inevitably people questioning it all. However, of course, there were very influential people. They saw Switzerland with so much less snow. That surely had an impact.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.